Greetings. Let us talk about the role of erythromycin in a patient with upper GI bleeding. So here is a patient who came in with hematemesis, and you have taken uh, care of this gentleman, getting his hemodynamics in order, and you decide to do an endoscopy to figure out the source of bleeding and also manage that bleeding if you find a lesion that is at high risk for rebleeding. So how do you go about managing this patient? In order for you to have a diagnostic exam, the stomach has to be cleared of all the blood, and that is one of the goals of a pre-procedure management plan. How do you go about clearing the stomach? You don't want to put an NG. Instead, you want to give erythromycin 250 milligrams intravenously as a slow infusion over 30 minutes. And before you decide to give erythromycin, you want to go through a checklist to figure out whether it is safe to give erythromycin. Patients who have history of cardiac disease or arrhythmias, patients with electrolyte imbalances, especially those involving potassium and magnesium, and patients with prolonged QT interval on EKG. These are the patients who are at high risk for developing complications if we give intravenous erythromycin. So it's important for you to go through the checklist and make sure that the patient has none of these contraindications. And once you decide to give erythromycin, the next step is when should you give the erythromycin? Typically, you should plan to give erythromycin anywhere between half an hour to 1.5 hours prior to doing endoscopy because it takes erythromycin to empty that stomach during that period. So here you have timed it right and you've given it over a slow infusion. The stomach has been empty and you find the bleeding source and you manage that. By taking this simple precaution of giving erythromycin half an hour to 1.5 hours before the procedure as a slow infusion, 250 milligrams intravenously, you gain the following benefits. One, you could finish the exam during that index EGD because the stomach will be empty. You will be able to examine the stomach and manage the bleeding source. So thereby you don't have to repeat the exam, which can happen if you find a lot of blood in the stomach. The second important issue or benefit is patients are likely to go home with a shorter hospital stay when you give intravenous erythromycin because you clear the stomach, you have a good exam, and you can manage the lesion. So let me summarize. What do you do when you decide to do an endoscopy in a patient with upper GI bleeding? You decide to give erythromycin, 250 milligrams intravenously over 30 minutes, anywhere between half an hour to 1.5 hours before the scheduled examination. Prior to giving erythromycin, go through a checklist. Is there cardiac disease? Are the electrolytes normal? And is the QT interval normal? And I hope this is useful. And I would like to share with you the risks of arrhythmias with erythromycin is pretty low unless you push erythromycin fast or you give a much higher dose or you repeat the dose. Those are the risk factors for arrhythmias. As long as you plan it right, give it as a slow infusion, 250 milligrams, after making sure that there are no uh, conditions that put the patient at risk. Uh, one should be in good position to take care of the patient safely. I would like you to read the latest guidelines from the American College of Gastroenterology, published in 2021 on upper GI bleeding management. Thank you.